All right, here we're going to look at Julie Manor's July 2014 athlete evaluation, and we're going to see her running full speed there. We're going to see her running half speed here, and then we're going to follow that up by a 10% speed, and we can take a look kind of frame by frame and see how she's running and what changes we need to make and that kind of thing. So as she takes off here, we're actually going to start with the upper body and then kind of work our way down to the feet. And we're going to stop her here, and you'll notice here she is kind of opening her chest side to side. So if you look at the line drawn from her chest, it's pointing more towards the wall versus straight at me. And then the arm should be in an L shape. Now she does a really good job with it on the back stroke, but on the front stroke she's closing it up a little bit, and because she's got those shoulders rocking side to side, it causes that hand just to come over a little bit too much. All in all, upper body though, not that bad. We can make those changes, I feel, pretty easily. Some of the other ones that we'll need to work on that'll be a little bit more difficult. So we'll take a look as we go a little bit further, and we will stop here, and you'll notice her knee drive height, and this is one of her main problems. She has a very low knee drive height, so when she's striding out, she's not able to cover very much ground because her steps are so little. And you can see right there, that's the highest her knee comes, and you can see her foot is barely off the ground. So one of the main things we're going to have to do for her in order for her to be quicker is we got to get her to be more flexible and be able to drive that knee up and be able to extend out and cover more ground per step. Going for a little bit more, and this is one of the more things that we want to kind of pay attention to. She strikes on her heel, and she's actually got her weight over the top of her leg, so it causes a lot of pressure on the ankle, the knee, and the hip area designated by the red circles. And then she's again striking on the heel, so that slows her down. She also has her foot offline. Instead of striking straight towards me, it's striking off towards the wall, and that just puts a lot of torque on the body. The next thing we want to look at is that she's off alignment. That line in the middle should split her two eyes, and it's actually to the side of her head, and that just goes to show you that her body's kind of swaying. So those are some of the points that we want to look at as we kind of continue to work with her and help her increase her speed. Her vertical leap, she jumped a 10-inch jump, and the vertical leap and the standing broad jump are very important because it kind of relates to explosiveness as far as like first step, and when those things increase, the speed increases. Here's our standing broad jump here. It was 3 feet. And then we'll push it forward a little bit more and look at her lateral speed. Her lateral speed was 10 reps that she was able to cover. And her form is not bad. We got to get her to get a little bit lower there, center of gravity. Looking at her scores, push-up, we weren't able to get any. Sit-up, she was able to get 14. And where her core and her back are real weak, so we need to work on that. Her plank time was 8 seconds. And then again, we want to work on the vertical standing broad jump so we can get that 10-yard time down substantially. We want to see that get down to the low 2s by the next assessment. And again, we want to continue to work on her flexibility so that she can bring that knee drive height up. And there'll be some other things that I'll talk to you about as well, but I'd like to do that in person.